Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, Clayton. I was looking for Mr. Jackson. Do I have the right number here? Oh. Oh. I'm sorry. I was looking to get a hold of him about a property I think he owns on Hoffman Street. Just reaching out, wanted to see if you may be interested in receiving an offer. Would you happen to know? No. Okay. Well, I appreciate you taking the call. Hi, I'm sorry. I dialed the wrong number here. Hi there. I was looking to get a hold of the owner of a property on Silent Drive. Do I have the right number here? My name is Derek. I'm sorry. I was looking to get a hold of the owner of a property on Silent Drive out in Sugarland. Oh, okay. No worries. Appreciate you taking the call. Figure out how to approach those ones. That one was in a trust. How you doing? Hello? Hi there. How's it going? This is Derek. Hey, no, this is oh, me hablo español un poco. Me llamo Derek. ¿Quieres vender tu casa en el calle de Deer Ridge? Hmm. Oh, okay. Okay. Thanks for taking the call. Oh, no, maybe later. Hey, is this Mr. Aga? Hey, how's it going? This is Derek. Hey, no, it's a little random here. I was giving you a call about a property I think you might own over on Sunlight Lane. I'm just calling from my office here. I'm reaching out, wanted to see if there may be any interest in receiving an offer on that property. No, okay. Well, I appreciate you taking the call. Hey, is this Mr. Martinez? Hi, how's it going? My name is Derek. I was Mamo Derek. Is this Senora Martinez? Okay. Me llamo Derek. ¿Quieres vender tu casa en el calle de Cedar Bayou? Okay, okay. Thank you. Nope. Hey, James. Hey, how's it going? This is. Hey, can you hear me? Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Derek. No, it's a little random. I was giving you a call about a property I think you own on Needville Fairchilds Road. Oh, okay. Understood. I appreciate you taking the call. Yeah. Hmm. There it goes. Yeah, it's acting funny right now, the dialer. It's not really dialing. Hi, Dorothy. Hi, how's it going? This is Derek. Hey, this is, yeah, I know it's a little random here. I was giving you a call about a property I think you might own over on Grapevine Street. Yeah, I just wanted to connect with you and I wanted to see if you may be open to receiving an offer on that property there. No, no, okay. Yeah, would you be interested in the near future at all? I said, do you think they would be interested in the near future at all? Okay. Yeah, only reason I ask is I'd love to stay in touch if it is something that you've, considered and you think you might make a move on within the next, year or two. How far out do you think you would be from making that decision? Okay. Okay. All right. Well, if it's all right with you, I'd love to kind of just take your information down, and it's all right if I reach out and say, 6 to 12 months just to check in. Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you taking the call. All right. Bye now. She was kind of hesitant when she said no, and she said like not right now, and then I, wanted to ask if she would be interested in the future, and she was like kind of taken back, and then I said what I said, and she said that she'd probably be ready in like a year. I didn't really want to dig any deeper than that, although I probably should have. Um, but this is something that I went to the pipeline for now and see what she's talking like in 6 months. Hello. Hi, is this Mr. and Mrs. Gamino? Oh, I'm sorry about that. Hi, I'm sorry. I dialed the wrong number here. You too. Hey, Mark. Mark, how's it going? This is Derek. Hey, no, it's a little random here. I was giving you a call about a property I think you might own over on Mission View Court. Oh, okay, okay. I was just looking to get a hold of the owners there, and I wanted to see if there might be any interest in receiving an offer. Would you happen to know? Gotcha, gotcha. All right. Well, I appreciate you taking the call. He said, no, they're not going to sell it because then it's going to be my house, and I'm not going to sell it. It was his parents. He said, that's my parents' house. I asked if they'd be open. He said, no, they're not going to sell it. He said, they're not going to sell it because it's going to be mine, and I'm not going to sell it. Oh, always interesting conversations with the kids. Hi, Miss Gutierrez. Hi, how's it going? This is Derek. I know it's a little random here. I was giving you a call about a property I think you might own over on Aubert Street. Yeah, I just wanted to connect with you, and I wanted to see if you might be open to receiving an offer on that property there. Okay. You think you may be interested in the near future at all? Sure, sure. Let me ask it. I mean, the only reason I ask about the near future, it seems like you might have some consideration in your voice. Is it something that you guys have discussed before? Hmm. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Well, just so that I know, I'd love to kind of follow back with you when it's, appropriate. When do you think it'd be appropriate for me to round back with you? She hung up. That was weird. Felt like I was having a pretty good conversation there. She said her parents live there. She has discussed it with her husband before, but it's not something that they want to do right now because the parents live. That was just really odd. Parents live there. Talked about it with her husband in the past, but doesn't can't make out. And these aren't like the craziest of leads. Obviously, I wouldn't even consider these leads to be quite honest. Um, but like, I also know that it's going to take more than one touch to these people for them to say. I also know that it's going to take more than one touch for these people to like. Well, I guess some people will open up on that first initial cold call, but a lot of times people just have their guard up, like that woman. I was prying a little bit, asking some questions that I are going to help me determine whether or not to follow up. But I just think it was a little bit too aggressive. I don't know if that's the right word. It was a little bit too personal, or just like right off rip of me, just like, yeah, again, randomly call. And I get it. I'm not saying like, oh, she hung up on me. What a, you know, whatever names I want to call her. Like, I get it. I called and I was asking about her family and her house and stuff, and I was just trying. That was gonna be the last question I was gonna ask, but and I know that's the thing for people too. People think that like because that's like what salespeople do a really good job of is leading you on into the next question, the next question, the next question. And before you know it, you're on the phone with them for like 20 minutes. But and some people just don't have the heart to hang up on those type people. I'm kind of the same way. I always just want to like when those type people call me and they like granted I hardly ever answer phone numbers I don't know anymore. But back when I did, I guess, or like when I would hop on the phone with some people trying to sell me on whatever, you know, I would let them do their little spiel, and then I always felt the need to like end the phone call cordially and say, "Hey, look, like I appreciate it. I'm not going to buy anything right now. I'm just looking for more information. So like save it, save the pitch." Hey, is this Mr. Bocanegra? Oh, I'm sorry about that. Uh, wrong number. But yeah, for her, and again, I'm the same way. But hi, I'm sorry, I dialed the wrong number here. But some people just take the route of just hanging up, which she did, which again I can appreciate. But I felt like I got enough of my questions answered to determine it's probably worth following up. She said that her and her husband have talked about it in the past. Um, they're not ready yet. Nothing can really happen right now because I need to round back with her in a couple months just to see if she kind of brings that same energy onto the phone. Hi, I'm sorry, I dialed the wrong number here. You too. Be right back when he's rushing. Don Juan, good day, sir. You still killing it. I'm trying, Don. Appreciate you hopping on here. Hi, this is Miss Moreno. Hi, how's it going? This is Derek. Hey, no, it's a little random here. I was giving you a call about a property I think you might own on Bankside Drive. Yeah, I just wanted to connect with you, and I wanted to see if you may be interested in receiving an offer on the property there. Yeah, that's always kind of the magic question. I'm taking a look at it on my computer right now. Obviously, I've never been on the inside. I would just have to learn a little bit to see if it's something that qualifies to be added to our portfolio. Did I catch you at a good time? Okay, sure, sure, we'll do. Let me just make sure that I take your number down here correctly, and I will be giving you a ring. All right, thank you. She asked for a call in 20 minutes. I don't know if she's serious, but serious enough to tell me to call her in 20 minutes. It's good enough for me. You know what I mean? It was just because and I say that to say it's because she kind of responded with, depends on what the offer is, which is why I said what I said. She was driving too. That's why I made sure I was like, "Did I catch you at a good time?" She's like, "I'm driving right now, but call me in 20 minutes." And again, you know what I mean? If she wasn't interested at all, typically I say this a lot, but like those little like responses to those type of questions to me just kind of shows their true motivation or their true interest level. You know what I mean? If she's like, "How much?" and then I say what I just said, I would need to learn about the property. Did I catch you at a good time? And if she, a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, they're like, "Oh, no, never mind," you know, or they'll be like, "Yeah, sure, you got me at a good time." And I was like, "Okay, well, just before I end up taking a little bit of your time, I just want to make sure this is something that you're actually interested in selling." And I said that the other day, like a couple times, and responses both time. Hi, Ann. Hi, how's it going? This is Derek. Hey, it's a little random here. I was giving you a call about a property I think you own on August Leaf Drive. Yeah, I just wanted to connect with you, and I wanted to see if you may be open to receiving an offer on that property there. No, okay. Well, I appreciate you taking the call. Bye now. That one looks like it was just recently sold. Must have, yeah, just a couple years ago. But yeah, sometimes I like, "Hi, Diana." Uh, a lot of times I will go to the extent of straight up asking, like, "I just want to make sure before I end up taking a little bit of your time. Is this something that you seriously consider selling?" And a lot of times they'll say no, no, never mind. And to me, I know some people may try to, like I was just saying, kind of like keep them on the phone for as long as possible, extract as much information as possible. But like at this point, I'm kind of going after the lower hanging. Hi, is this Brittany? I'm sorry, I was looking for a Mr. or Mrs. Klein. Do I have the right number here? No, okay. I'm sorry about that. Opinion to just straight up ask somebody. Just want to make sure that you're actually interested here. But to me, if they were truly motivated, like to me, that's the people who I'm trying to help anyways. Like I get that there's other opportunities out there aside from the ones that are like truly distressed and motivated, but what list you calling, Ben? I'm calling a lean list right now. These are just leans. Seems like a decent little property too. I'm taking a look at it now. Looks like they bought it. Yeah, it's probably not a true lead. Hi, Heather. Yeah, my name is Derek. I'm sorry. I know it's a little random. I was giving you a call about a property I think you own on Old Orchard Road. Of course, thanks for taking the call. Prop streamer government list. This is from Batch actually. Pull and list off Batch leads. Not gonna lie, I became a probate guru. Hi, is Miss Prudencio? Yeah, my name is Derek. I know it's a little random here. I was giving you a call about a property I think you own on Libby Circle. Oh, okay. Might have the wrong number here. While I have you, would you happen to have any property you'd be interested in selling at the moment? Yeah, not a problem. Appreciate you taking the call. But I think there may this is just a complete wild guess, but I think there may be a divorce situation there. Gentleman's name was the one that popped up, and she seemed kind of reluctant to answer. Hey, Leslie. Hi, how's it going? This is Derek. Hey, no, it's a little random here. I was giving you a call about a property I think you own on East Rosa Drive. Yeah, I just wanted to connect with you, and I wanted to see if you may be open to receiving an offer on that property. No company, just me and a couple partners here calling around, seeing if there might be any interest in selling. Have you given it any thought before? Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Mm. Yeah, yeah. So it's yeah, that is what we're looking to do. But I mean, depending on kind of your personal situation or the details of the home, we'd be open to offering you, something creative if that was something that you'd be interested in as well. We have a couple of options, and we can gear it, specifically towards the homeowner's kind of needs. And correct me if I'm wrong, but what it sounds like is you may be interested, but if you were to relocate, you would want to relocate somewhere nearby to keep the kids in the same school district. Okay, okay. And have you looked in? I mean, I know I just kind of called you randomly, but it sounds like you've considered in the past. Was this something recent that you've considered? And if so, have you kind of scanned the area to determine, if you were to move, if you had somewhere to go? Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah, yeah, no, that doesn't make any sense to be honest. Yeah, and let me ask, I know you kind of asked about the as is cash offer. Was there a specific reason that you asked that question there? Hmm. Hmm. Right. Hmm. Hmm. Mm. Oh, okay. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, and that makes sense. And typically we are looking for something that does need a little bit of love, so that we can kind of go in there and add value ourselves by kind of fixing some of these things that you're mentioning. Aside from that, I'd imagine that the place is in pretty fair condition, though, since you just bought it a couple of years ago. You said. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 Okay. And again, I won't hold you to it, but since the place does seem in pretty fair condition, did you have a number in mind that you'd be hoping to get if you did entertain an all cash offer? Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, based on what you are saying, and I'll be honest because I don't want to end up wasting your time or anything like that. Like I mentioned, typically we're looking for something that needs a little bit more love. But that's not to say that we wouldn't be interested in this property. It's just that for an all cash offer, it probably wouldn't make the most sense. Only because there's a cost to cash, right? If I'm going to come with all cash, it would probably be a little bit lower than kind of market value. But in my opinion, I don't see why you couldn't get market value for the property. You would just have to go through the process of listing it on market, through a realtor. Is that something that you've considered? Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, and you had kind of mentioned something that is kind of in the, and I'm not sure, I may be kind of preaching to the choir here, how familiar you are with these type processes. You sound knowledgeable, and that's why I feel like I can kind of explain these type of things. But when you were talking about, just moving out, renting it out, that's kind of falling under the same umbrella of where we would come in with something creative as opposed to making you an all cash offer, maybe paying you off on terms. Um, but now that I say that out loud, it probably wouldn't work because of the refinance and the fact that you still owe on your mortgage, correct? Right, right. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. 88, you said? Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, I feel like I have enough information. I'm kind of the phone guy here. I can pass this along to my underwriters, see if this may be something that they would be interested in adding to their portfolio. And if it is, would it be all right with you if I kind of rounded back with you? And I know that this is kind of just kind of up in the air for you. It's nothing that you would want to, pack your things up and get out of the place today, especially with the kids and everything. And I guess, that being said, let me ask if something was able to happen and they were, interested in the property, able to make you a cash offer that made sense to you. What kind of timeline are you looking at? Hmm. Hmm. Right, right. Yeah, and okay. Yeah, and I'm glad you kind of said that too. That's something, and I'm sorry, I feel like I had just cut you off. I was just gonna mention that that's something that is not new to us, right? The situation, and I don't even want to call it a situation. Just see, where you're at currently with needing a new place to move to and kind of needing to sell this property. Possibly, I'm not sure of your financial situation, but a lot of times people need to. Okay, 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 okay. Oh, very good. Yeah, yeah. And I only mention that because there's kind of that gray area where a lot of times people, they want to sell their current property, but they need the funds from that sale in order to maybe put down on the next place or something like that. And that's something that we can work around. And yeah, I mean, and I'm not asking if that's your current situation. I'm just putting it out there to reassure you that, finding a new place. We have realtors, on the team to be able to help with relocating, and if you need the funds, comfortable extending, a couple of weeks after closing, after we pay you on this property, so that you can kind of transition a little bit more comfortably. And again, I only say that to kind of reassure you that, there's always there always seems to be something, right? Always a hurdle, along the process, but there's always kind of a way to work around it. And just wanted to reassure you of that. But you're saying kind of summertime is where you think you would start to lay the dominoes out and everything would kind of fall in place. Okay. Oh, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, yeah. I'll kind of take note of that. And what I will do then is, as you kind of mentioned, this whole phone call, the real estate market shifts from day to day, honestly. So it wouldn't, I know I'm going to pass this information along to my underwriters. I will let them know, she would probably be interested if at all sometime, around summer. And then they'll probably hold off on making an offer because an offer today wouldn't make sense, tomorrow, let alone 6 months from now. Yeah, so what I will do, if it's all right with you, I'll kind of take note, and then I will round back, say 3 4 months from now, just to kind of check in, see if you've given it any more thought, and if it is something that you're still considering, I can kind of bring my underwriters in the loop at that point, and we can start to kind of talk shop if, again, it is something that you're interested in. All right. Well, I appreciate you taking the call, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. All right. Bye now. Kind of good one. Um, Nothing too crazy, but cool little conversation. Let me kind of talk this out loud. Single mom, 2 kids with her at house, has considered selling slash moving. She's well off too, it sounds like. So she's not like financially stressed. Has considered selling, moving in the past, but wants to stay local to keep kids in same school district. If she does end up moving farther, she would want to handle it during the summer so that her kids can switch schools in between the school year. Um, Bought the property in 2019 from a flipper on septic. I can spell septic tank needs to be updated slash plunged. Um, Driveway needs leveling. Uh, Unleveled pavement, just like so bad. Causes runoff towards the property, causing flooding. Ella mentioned she was out there recently in a ditch for 5 hours to prevent water getting inside garage. Um, she said, other than that, nice property, new AC. Maybe needs new windows. She redid the bathroom in recent years. I mean, I'd say recent years, but she bought it in 2019, so probably like a year or two ago. Uh, Seller refinanced into a 15-year note and put a large chunk of change down in order to reduce monthly payments. Uh, Still owes about 88K on note. It sits on 2 acres. Seller doesn't sound like she's financially. I don't really even know why she just not. She doesn't like the area anymore. Uh, ahead and put her in this room. Yeah. That's a 2-month follow-up. She wants to, just in case, like any of that stuff does come about. She's saying summer. I just want to connect with her before, and not hit her like the day of, like the first day of summer. All right. But she said it got appraised at 200,000. So she would want something around there. Oops. All right. For 2.5. 380 for 2.5. 15, 345, 50 off, 330. There's a $85,000 mechanics lien on this property from 2018. Whatever, just gonna call her back. 1 second. All right, hopefully my computer doesn't die here. It's on a really small lot. Compared to all these other ones, all the comps are on such bigger lots. Yeah, ARV would be like 325, 330. Pretty big place if you need any type of work. We probably needed around low hundreds, 135 to 150 max. Let's see what she's talking about. Oh, damn. This is bothering me.
Hi, you've reached Jackie. I'm unable to get to the phone.
I wonder if this number's popping up as spam. Oh, I didn't save it. That's why. Yeah, it's still not. Damn it.
Hi, you've reached Jackie.
It may be just spam. Oh well. What do you say your caller ID is? What do you mean? What do you mean by that, Ben? What do I set it as? So, I mean, just to kind of generally answer that, just because I'm not sure what you were specifically asking. When dialing on cold tools, we have, let's see, 20. I believe it was 20 as of yesterday. 20 caller IDs, local area codes that cycles as it's dialing. So far we have dialed about 1,200 outbound calls today, split up amongst all those IDs. Right? Does that make sense? Yeah. 1,200 divided by 20. I said 1,200. Yeah. So average about 60 calls. Yeah. Per ID today. So I'm just looking at it. Calls today: 66, 52, 55, 56, 72, 66. That's all the ID, our color IDs. Trying to keep it like under 100 on the day. But with the amount of dialing we've been doing, I think that we probably need to get some more in there just so that the IDs stay fresh and they don't go spam as quick. And then I've been messing around. I just tried to do it for the first time right now, calling out of call tools for the follow-up as well, and just using those same IDs, all these apps that I've used in the past. Google Voice I have, but that's like my main number. That's the number that I give like the leads that we have under contract, or the leads that are like almost under, like the really, really hot ones. I'm going to give that out as my cell phone. Again, it's just as a local area code for that one Google Voice number. And then I've trying to use the app Phoner the app Cloud Sim. Um, I mean, there's so many that I've tried. Burner, but the problem that I'm finding is they don't. They'll only a lot of these apps only give you one ID, and then it goes spam, and then you got to buy another one. You got to buy every ID. So then you end up doing what we do on Call Tools, where it's like we buy 10 IDs, but only three of them are good. Um, and then like some of these, I can't put the phone on speaker, which is like not only a bother to me because I can't put it on camera, but also because I can't do it. Like I have to be holding the phone with my hand. I can't be doing things with my hands on my computer. Um, so still trying to figure out that follow up process. For now, just calling off of the numbers that I do have and trying different numbers at different times of the day, calling these people, just trying to get them on the phone. But I don't know if that specifically answers your question. Setting my caller ID as it's just going to be a local number with a local area code to hopefully increase the chances of them picking it up. Um, but that's the process right there that I'm trying to figure out and just kind of refine. I'm cool with just paying for the ID, once it goes spam, but pretty annoying to be honest. Um, but then what I just realized is I can't call off of call tools either because I set it up so that when we click contact made and that property card is dispoed, as in like the not like the sale disposed, but like the call disposition is what it's referred to as. Am I selecting, wrong number, voicemail, or contact made, right? So when we click contact made, it automatically sets it triggers the do not contact within the caller so that it doesn't get accidentally added into any other campaigns or anything like that. It doesn't get recycled and called on again when we've already generated it as a lead, and we house our leads in a separate platform. So that's why I was comfortable just setting it to do not contact in the past. But now I'm trying to bring the follow-ups into call tools, into the dialer, so that we can just use those same IDs that we use to cold call, the same 20 IDs that it cycles through in cold calling. I want to be able to just call off of the dialer for follow-ups. That way I can use my headset. I can talk to them the way that I'm talking to them through cold call. But now I need to figure out how I can, moving forward, switch it so that it doesn't flag it as do not contact when the contact is made, but also accomplishes what I was attempting to accomplish in the past, which is prevent them from getting recycled back into these campaigns when we've already talked with them and already, because that's the reason I did it in the first place, was because with the little amount of data that I did have in the system when I first started using call tools, that happened a couple of times. I would call somebody and then be like, "Yeah, Derek, we just talked yesterday, remember?" And it was just like extremely embarrassing and unprofessional, to be quite honest. Um, Especially because I would give them my pitch, right? And you guys watching and listening know that I say the same exact thing to every single person with the comfortability and confidence, knowing that this is the first time that I'm talking to this person. But then it started happening where it wasn't the first time I was talking to them. So I was like, okay, something needs to be done about that before I start burning my bridges and ruining these relationships with the leads that I've already generated. So that's why I did the whole do not contact thing in the past. But um, there's a way around it. I just need to take a little bit of time and get in there and do what needs to be done on the back end. But hopefully that answered your question, Ben. I think that that's assuming along the lines of what you were asking. But again, in summary, cycling through a lot of caller IDs and just making sure that they're local. And we will test them often by calling one another. So I have AT&T. My girl, um, sorry, my connection's unstable. Waiting for this to pop back up. Uh, Hopefully you guys can hear me, because I'm not gonna wait. We found that when all the caller ID fiasco started to happen, and people started freaking out because caller IDs were going spam like immediately. Um, I was like tripping because I would buy 30 IDs from call tools and they would all be spam when I would call myself. And I spent so much money just trying to get fresh IDs because I was like, whatever, I'm not going to let it knock me off the hustle, right? I'm just going to buy them, whatever, however much it takes. Just going to buy the IDs so that we can start dialing again. But it was like 99% of them were already spam after I bought them, only to then realize that they actually pop up differently on different carriers. Because then I would call Jared, and I think he's on like another. I'm on AT and T, and he's on something else. And all of the ones that were popping up as spam on AT and T were not popping up as spam, and they were actually good when I called him. So that's something else that we try to do. My girl has Verizon. I have AT and T. Jared and his girl have two other phone carriers separate from AT and T and Verizon. So try to just call and test IDs and for people who have different phone carriers just to see, right? Because I may be calling again off of my ID to somebody who's he has Cricket. There you go. So I may be calling off of my the numbers to somebody with an AT&T number, and it may pop up as spam, whereas I can call somebody else on something else, and it would be a valid ID. Had the same problem with call tools. The disposition system was confusing. Yeah, man, it is. It's a lot on the back end. It's a lot of customization. I would bet a lot of money that the people who have it figured out and are fully optimizing call tools for what it offers and has gone through that process of figuring everything out on the back end and setting it up, custom to their business. I have no doubt in my mind that it is a very powerful tool and that it can do a lot of things. And with that, I also know that I'm hardly scratching the surface with what I am doing with the software. So I'm, every day just trying to get in there, make a couple tweaks, do this, try this out, you know. But I would have to agree, it's not very intuitive experience. It's not very friendly. You definitely have to one have knowledge of power dialers or systems like this, which I did sort of because I had tried a few dialers before this, um, and also just the you need like a process in place so that you can kind of take your process and put it into the system and tweak it to make it make sense for call tools and your process. But it's I'm finding that it's not really something that you can kind of just get call tools and build a process with call tools because you're going to get lost and it's going to be I almost uh because I've seen people too. I've seen people post their call tools dashboard, and it looks completely different than what our dashboard looks like. And that's because they have all types of integrations, all types of other external softwares, third-party softwares that are integrated through. They have their CRM integrated through. The only thing that quote unquote CRM, we just use Trello. I'm sure there may be even some type of integration, but I'm not sure. We're just kind of bare bones right now and grassroots efforts. I honestly don't like that. That's why it's like Ben, like you're saying, I could sit in the back end of call tools for like hours and try to perfect the process and system. But right now it's calling people and people are picking up. So that's all I'm really focused on until, we put ourselves in a situation to really scale it up and maybe switch from call tools or utilize call tools for everything that it offers. I'm not really stressed about the details about it right now. I just want to make sure that people are picking up the phone. I'm connecting with them. Caller IDs aren't spam, and they can hear me and I can hear them. That's really all I'm focused on right now. But I'm gonna hop off for now. Tried giving that woman a call. I'm just gonna put her in the follow up system. For real, the action is what matters. Yeah, no doubt. It's something to be busy about, but uh, putting the headset on and just clicking dial is the most simple thing that you can do and the most beneficial, productive to the business at the same time. It's kind of oxymoronic, as simple as it is the most impactful. So appreciate you guys for hopping on. Ben, I don't know if I've ever seen you in here before. Granted, I took a pretty long hiatus. So if it is time in here, I appreciate you hopping in here, not only hopping in here, but kind of chatting with me. That's what makes it enjoyable for me, is coming on here and connecting with you guys. I'm not sure what market you're in, um, or if you are pursuing a career in real estate, or if you've already established in real estate. If so, you're probably miles ahead of me. I'd like to just out there. I'm no pro at this. I've been doing it for a couple years now. Closed 4 deals. Just got paid on the fourth deal, which was the biggest deal, bigger than the first three combined. So really looking to do big things this year. Goal of 10 deals. So stay tuned. Gotten a little bit more active on here, and I intend and plan on continuing to hop on here and just documenting the process. So appreciate you guys for hopping on here. Do me a favor before you leave, if you haven't already, hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. That way you can get notified when I do hop on here. And if you do have any comments, questions, concerns, recommendations, suggestions, please feel free to drop them in the comments. I respond to everybody because I only get a couple comments per video, if that. So I'd love, like I said, just like connecting with you guys, chatting it up, and seeing, obviously, if we make some shake in the future on some deals together. Yep, I'm a realtor in KC. Was dialing. It's cool to be doing with somebody. Congrats, man. Yeah, exactly, Ben. That's really why I started all this. One, to hold myself accountable, and two, to be doing it with other people, like you're saying, dialing while watching somebody dialing, and kind of like getting into a little bit of a community sense to hold each other accountable. Which reminds me, if you do kind of want to, and people aren't utilizing it how I figured they would, but just for like that little extra sense of community, there's a couple links in the description. One of them being a Discord link. We have like 35, 40 people in there, where and if enough people get in there and they start participating and engaging, I fully intend on getting in there and hanging out with you guys and kind of updating everybody on the progress that's being made. And I would love it if you guys did that as well. So feel free to check that out. The link is in the description. Hop in there. uh, Catch everybody up on your wins or your losses, progress being made throughout the day, all that good stuff. But until next time, peace.